In this video, we're planning the entire cardigan before we crochet anything. Irish crochet is freeform, but the garment structure still needs to make sense. So today, we're really going to go ahead and break that down into measurable units. Before I made this crochet cardigan, I've made two others, and they somewhat failed miserably, and I'll talk you through why that was. Firstly, I've used an existing cardigan before, quite a cheap cotton cardigan. I've traced around it and I've tried to make an Irish crochet cardigan. It didn't work. The second thing that I done was I cut around a paper template of myself and that miserably failed. Let me tell you why it failed and what I'm taking forward in making this cardigan. Can you see how when I tie this cardigan like this with my imaginary belt, which I've left downstairs, can you see how I've got a very open neckline here? Now, I didn't want this. I didn't plan for this. So I've already taken that into account. On my new cardigan, can you see how that's got a perfect neck to it? It's very much covered. I shall put a belt around it, but it naturally falls as if a cardigan should. This is one of the key mistakes that I'm going to be mindful in correcting in this design here. My granny square cardigan for sizing purposes. Look how beautifully this fits. I have buttons on it, of course, but can you see how that neckline is perfect? And when I'm walking, it doesn't fall off of my shoulders. So let me talk you through how to use this as a template and how you can apply it for your own purposes. Each square on this cardigan is 4 inches. Now this makes everything modular, easy to adjust, and this is going to be for a size 8 UK cardigan. I am going to go ahead and drop a little bit of a template in terms of patterns, in terms of sizing that you can follow for your own body shape. In the back, we've got 5 squares. As you can see there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We've got 2 on the left panel. We've got 2 on the right, 2 panels. So the back width, it is 20 inches wide. Each front panel is 2 squares across. So 2 times 4, we've got 4 inches per side because we need to accommodate for a neck space. In the white Irish crochet cardigan I just showed you, I compensated for the neck far too much. That's why it kind of falls a lot at the front of my body. So in total, we've got 20 inches at the back, plus 8 inches for each front panel square equally. So we've got 36 inches in total. This is quite a relaxed UK size 8 fit. As you can see for the sleeves, I've used 3 squares across, 3 squares for the length. So width is 3, length is 3. So that's 12 inches before sewing, width and across for the circumference. Because each square is 4 inches tall, you see the shoulder length. The shoulder, it's not going to drop on your shoulders in real life. It's going to drop lower. That's why we've got technically shorter arms. So my arm is not that long. And my upper body is not that big. My actual shoulders come to about here. The cardigan drops, so the shoulder technically starts from there. Because remember, guys, we need to compensate for the fact that you see the side of your body, this bit's going to fall in the side of the body. So what you're really going to be able to see is this first panel of square on your body. I'm just going to show you what that looks like on my body once more. So can you see that drop? So you can really see that first row there. The second row kind of hides away because you've got the second row of the front panel that drops on my shoulder, beneath my shoulder, and the second panel, it kind of just disappears on the sides of my body, as you can see there. So we need to accommodate for this. The drawing around our body, it is not going to capture the size of our body. It's just a paper template. which is why I'm recommending against it and why I'm suggesting that you follow the way that I'm showing you here. So I'm now going to be showing you a table on screen, and these are finished garment measurements, not graded. These are according to a relaxed fit in mind. If you prefer a more closed fit, size down. If you prefer an oversized fit, size up. So have a look at this. Based on these measurements, let's go ahead and make an actual paper template that we can pin onto and Irish crochet into. So I've got all of this paper, I have a measuring tape, and I've got some sellotape. So based on my measurements of this 4-inch squares and the table that I have shown you, I need a 20-inch back panel. So I'm going to start to grab my paper and just stick it together. Of course, the length of your cardigan, it's totally up to you. That is the width of my back panel. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. I don't want to waste too much paper. I am going to use my granny square to pin into and use it as a template, but just in case you don't have one laying around, I'm just showing you how to go ahead and do this. So we've got 20 inches for the back panel. We need 8 and 8 on either side. That's the left side. That's the right side. Also, guys, can you see how, look, when I put the back panel down and I put the left panel, the right panel, can you see that perfect neck space that we have there? That's the neck space. Again, you don't want too much of a neck space. You can go ahead and add a border. I am adding a border into my Irish crochet cardigan, but you want a reasonable neck space because you're going to need a neck. You're going to have to put your neck somewhere, right? Now let's talk about the arms. So the length of my arm needs to be about 13.5 inches. Obviously, my arm is longer than 13.5 inches, but you must accommodate for that arm drop. Now I'm going to show you what that looks like on my body and make sense out of what I've just been waffling about. I'm going to bring in my friendly mannequin Louisa here. So let's grab the back panel first, 20 inches. Now, look at this on me. Can you see how that's far too big? This is what I'm going to demonstrate to you. You see this? It's going to fall, it's going to drop until about there. What that means for you is you don't have to waffle shaping your back and making sure the arms fit. You can literally do one straight panel. That's my back panel. Now, if I show that to you like that, that's far too big, isn't it? But this is going to be perfect because when I stitch this with the 2 front panels, it's going to drop till about there. What this means is I've literally made a rectangle Irish crochet piece. This is going to fit me perfectly. That's 20 inches across. Now, because I've made a straight piece here, I need to accommodate for the arms. So I said to you, my arms are not 13.5 inches, but I very much have made my template, my arm template, 13.5 inches. Why have I done that? If I put my arm template there, like that, can you see where that stops? This is going to stop and connect to that rectangle panel that we've made. Just like that, right? And then we've got the front panels. This is one of the front panels. So this front panel, can you see how it's too big when I put it in the middle? That's because one of your front panels is going to be like that. So this bit connects to the back panel like that. And then this arm panel is going to connect like that, then connects to the front panel just like that. This is my back panel. There goes my back panel that I've made with the template. My shoulder that's going to fit right there, right on top of the end of this of the back panel. Obviously we've got the neck space. Templates again, I'm going to bring them in so that this makes sense. I've got that panel there, I've got that panel there, I've got that neck space there. Now let me talk to you about the arms. Your shoulder is going to start to drop about there. So this bit is going to hang off your body and this bit's most likely going to get wrapped around your body. So now let's bring in the arm. So with the arm, if I just go ahead and I fold that arm a little bit and I just drop that there, I've made this panel. I'm also going to fold this panel here and I'm just going to drop that there. So this is going to connect to this bit, and when it's connected this is naturally just going to drop a little bit. There's my arm. So this is going to be your full length template. Perfect, fitted to your size. Obviously the length, you need to make a decision on the length that you want to make your cardigan to, but that's how to make the paper template. I would strongly suggest not to do any alterations like shaping the shoulders or anything like that. Just work with like rectangular panels. It's so much easier in Irish crochet. And if you follow the numbers that I've shown you on screen, this will totally even out and it will fit you like a glove. If you've got any questions, drop them down below. I hope that this video is helpful for you. I will catch you in the next one.